Right, this is one area I haven't shown anybody yet because we've been so busy over at the pond. This is our 2 acres of forest, lodgepole pine. So there were Christmas trees planted 30 years ago, and I believe nothing has been done with the place since then. The thinning's done out in here until we arrived. Now there was a lot of storm damaged trees in the last storm, Dara, or the one after that, whatever it was called. And a lot of them are uprooted because, again, it's a pine plantation, it's non-native, and they're just not suited to the area. They're densely packed together, so stuff doesn't grow properly. But what is fascinating is results of us putting up the fencing to keep the deers out, because January this year we added in the deer fencing, and since then I believe there hasn't been any deer in here because we've got the 3,000 native trees that we put out and all the leaves are on them, and nothing would have been planted in here in 30 years because judging on the pine plantation. But what's after happening now this year alone is we have all these little native trees starting to sprout up. So it's a prime example of how restoration will encourage rewilding to come true, because we also have ferns and stuff in here now where there hasn't never been, because of the storm has opened it up. We removed the dead wood, and we've kept the deer out because the deer will come through here and they'd be grazing the whole time, so they'd be just constantly munching and eating everything. There's bracken all around the ditches here, but the ferns are popping up all over the place, and the holly. Deer love holly, so I'm told, and it's just absolutely see it, the results of nature restoration and rewilding happening itself. So the benefit of leaving things to do themselves is rewilding, but we will restore the habitat in order for the rewilding to occur naturally and not just completely wild. But I am a gardener, I am a landscaper, so we've got to keep the place aesthetic and functional, but also have areas that are untouched for the wildlife that comes in. And also we have, there's red squirrels and pine martens in here. Now, this place is completely devoid of any broadleaf native trees, but they're still in here because the habitat is so sparse, and it's a perfect example as to what is actually happening up here in the mountains with all this pine forestry plantations, and what it does. Like, it's absolutely sterile in here as you look through the areas. This is what we're trying to restore. So this is another project that we're going to tie in with the pond and the river walk and the whole thing. There'll be a lovely walk all around the entire property, and that's